Peace world, welcome to my vlog. I'm excited to do this video and I'm excited that you guys are here. You should call me Angela Marie. I'm super excited to take you along for today's adventure, and let me tell you why. I'm excited because today we're going to get into some facts about who I am. I'm going to give you a little bird's eye view of what my world looks like. I'm going to give you a little peek of what I do. Okay? So, do you guys want to come with me? I knew it. Okay, get ready. We're leaving now. Come now. Let's go now. Okay, see you there.
But first I gotta tell y'all, I'm a huge smoker, so let me get ready.
As my son would say,
I'm from Chicago.
I'm the oldest of four. Born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. But I am also an 80s baby, and a scientific resource named Dolores Cannon would call me a second wave volunteer. You can look up her name so that you can learn more about her, but pretty much I have a specific kind of soul, but I was born with a lot of heaviness, so my soul was fearful of shining through. So I grew up having a major attitude and being rather grumpy but very smart, because I was very observant and very fearful that my visions would come to life, the things that I observed would come to life. I legit have early past life memories. Just read above, and yeah. Our mom got out of that relationship and moved us back to Chicago. We were living in another city at the time, and within a couple years she met our bonus dad. They got married and moved us to the north side of Chicago. My mom had a career in the music industry, so she worked a lot. I had a hard time accepting that she worked a lot because I wanted to get to know her, but I'm a Gemini sun sign and a Gemini Mercury, so just thinking about her having a dope career doing the stuff that I was pretty impressed by, working with artists that I really appreciated, that I thought was pretty impressive. So I internalized my feels, and that led to endometriosis, which I struggled with from about 12 to about 22 when I got pregnant naturally with my firstborn child, my daughter Amaya Alyssa Bell. Okay, now we're about to fast forward to me being 38 and being present in the moment with my relationship with my mother at that time. Okay, that's enough to get everybody through what we're about to listen to. For the past 5 years, or maybe longer, I've been recording voice memos just to kind of document my life's journey at that time. So I'm going through a major life switch right now, and science calls it a Kundalini awakening experience. With Kundalini awakening experiences, you tend to document the weird shit that happens. So I record a lot of audios, voice audios, so I can document my life as I experience it in that time. That's what we're going to roll into right now. So this is just my perspective. It's no offense against anything. It's just my perspective. And finally, these term of events are captured according to my perception. And that is it. My perception changes all the time. This is no offense against anyone. It's glorification for me. And as I go through my healing journey, my perception will heal and change. and I will document accordingly. And for anybody that's out there on their spiritual journey, man, keep on journeying. We don't need permission to discover who our soul is so we can make sense of this living human experience. We are souls having a human experience, okay? And this is just me documenting what that looks like for me in my world. For anyone that can relate, you can visit the OnlyFans page. The information is right here. And we offer different supportive resources using the ancient Egyptian form of magic known as Heka. So go over there, support. It is an investment, but if you are going through a Kundalini psychosis or Kundalini awakening experience, that's a dope resource that can be really, really helpful. Okay, now we're going to get into my adventure. Buckle up. Let's ride. Okay, it is May 28th, 2020 at 10:23 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. My mom just left my room after a 15-minute long conversation we had about her asking me if I'm doing voodoo to her, which is hella weird. First of all, to formally answer the concern, the answer is hell no, I ain't doing voodoo on nobody. Then on top of that, I got a couple concerns of my own. I have not been getting my mail, and my mail has been inclusive of some different magical books. I'm definitely on my JO in regards to getting my own spot, but I would never do anything. Well, shit, I don't even need to defend myself on my own recording, but I just think that that is super interesting, a very interesting situation to be dealing with. I definitely had questions about if she's doing something to me, and I sure did ask too, and she say no. She says it's because I'm disengaged and I seem like I have an attitude. And I let her know, like, I don't have an attitude, but I am very much focused on my goal. I want to get out of here. I want my own spot. I have children. We need our own. And I'm not willing to be mad or have an attitude with anybody. I could figure this out in peace, but that means that the conversations gotta change. My availability has switched. My interest has changed and shifted, and this is what happens when you grow up. I talked to her about emotional maturity. I did thank her for coming to me and being, emotionally vulnerable. But I just think that this is like super fucking weird. Like, how do y'all deal with this? Do y'all ever have times where you feel like some magical shit could be happening in your immediate circle? Like, I'm just dealing with the energy, not the people. I think that is beneficial for the entire world, really, because everything is supposed to be love, but most love is conditional. I'm finding that I have so many more answers than the people that I thought and assumed had all the answers. And it doesn't make me feel any better than, but it helps me see that we're all on different versions of the same journey. So instead of focusing and poking holes in somebody else, I would rather sit and focus on myself, focus on the own holes that I'm poking, that I have poked in myself, and heal them. A year later, all I see is that I was really traumatized to share this story in the first place, because I felt like I was defaming my mother for speaking up. It's very uncomfortable for me to share the behind-the-scenes stories of my life, which is where soul science comes in at. When we can look at different areas of our soul chart and remember the behind-the-scenes story of what happened in our soul before we got in our body, then we can get over life's weirdness and focus on the point. Why are we here on earth? And how can we make that journey actually feel good? So between my children and I, we research our own soul science charts and we have conversations about what we are researching and finding out because sometimes I am in a shitty mood and sometimes they are in a shitty mood. But we can calm down and find peace together, like on purpose. PSA, parents, sometimes we fuck up. I know, right? It's true. We can love our children so much that we traumatize them to experience the things that we have traumatized that have broken us.
Hard pill to swallow right now.
Meditation is a beautiful tool to help us embrace and accept this reality as well as help us become mindful of our behavior. So when we are engaging a certain way, we catch ourselves in the moment. Another incredible resource is premium organic hemp. I enjoy smoking my hemp out of hemp papers, and this helps my mind behave in its natural way so that I can behave calmly. And then the third tool is simply breathing. Breathing is free 99, and our cells are the most basic part of our existence. When our cells cannot breathe, then our health fails. And inhaling on a plant that has the same physical makeup as a very important aspect of our body, being the phytocannabinoids in weed and the endocannabinoid system within the central nervous system or the body overall. This is an incredible team. So meditate, smoke your premium organic hemp, and breathe. Because sometimes adulting can get tricky, right? That's when we want to tap into our inner child. So let's be mindful and stop guiding our children to experience the trauma that we barely survived ourselves. It's time to get that conscious and enjoy ourselves while doing so. In about 25 minutes, I have a webinar about a Nickelodeon resort in Maya Riviera. The webinar was dope AF too. To be able to take our children to the Riviera Maya Nickelodeon Studios is a wonderful way to say, you know what? I love you. I apologize for hurting you. I did not know that I was affecting you this way, and I want to do the work as your parent to do the healing. Come on, let's do this together, babe. Working from home gives us the opportunity to both heal with our children and get to know them while working in a convenient location that we can trust. When we're doing all this while promoting our own personal business and brand, then we're pumping wealth and well-being into our bloodline on a generational basis. And that's healing on the ultimate level. Now, parents, if we want to be successful, we have to master calming down. Here's what I do that helps me. This plant helps me focus. It helps my imagination come alive. It helps my frontal lobe within my brain manifest the visions that I am bringing into my physical life. And this is the science of creating. So if I can do it, so can you. Make sure that you order this premium organic hemp and enjoy the journey. So let's review. The call to action is to get brutally honest with ourselves and our personal relationships. Then take that energy to the relationships we have with our children. If we're having challenges, soul science is a dope tool. Then we should dive into traveling. Apologize to our children and do the required work to heal. Then we should support our journey by making sure we always smoke our premium organic hemp. You can also use the premium organic hemp oil, which is just as healing and beneficial as the hemp flower itself. Natural healing is the whole focus. Be sure to sign up for the free email list so that we can email you all of the FYIs that we have. Okay? Okay. And now we're going to explore some bloopers. Okay? Okay. That's the whole
And the
premise
only
of
thing
this
that
whole
I could really
thing.
focus
That's the
on is my
takeaway.
relationship with my own children.
So let's be mindful and enjoy the journey so I can make better choices. So